Hey, what's up, guys? Now, today I just thought that I would do a pretty quick video talking about South Park and Family Guy. So this is going to be like a versus video. I'm starting a new series on the channel where I talk about a show versus another show similar to it. So today I'm taking two of the most popular, well-known adult cartoons out there, South Park and Family Guy, and I'm pitting them against each other. At the end, I will tell you which one wins. Now, if I state my opinion on each show during the video, it is not solid proof that that show will be the winner. So, let's get into it. Now, South Park premiered with a very weird animation style. They have paper cutouts, while Family Guy has the traditional 90s animation style that we all miss. Now, the animation style may seem like, oh, the show's garbage. The show's just another Comedy Central non-masterpiece. But it's incredible. Now, after watching a few episodes of South Park and watching a lot of episodes of Family Guy, I can really tell you the quality of South Park is way worse than Family Guy. But that doesn't mean that Family Guy will be the winner here. We have several facts to look over, so at the end of this video, I will take every good fact about South Park, mixing it with every bad fact, and if there are more good facts or bad facts to each show, that will win. So let's get into it. Now, while South Park finds its comedy in killing and political jokes, Family Guy likes to go the more, fancy-free comedic fact. Family Guy likes to get their comedy from cutaways and several other in-house episode jokes. Now, like I said, South Park likes to joke about political humor. One time they made a joke about Islam, I think, and they were threatened. So that's why South Park's comedy is more controversial than Family Guy's. Sure, Family Guy may jab at a bunch of people sometimes, but it's all in good fun. South Park doesn't make it seem like it's all in good fun, and they make it seem like they're really trying to bash you. So yeah, South Park finds its comedy in cruel humor against politicians. And there has been a war against Family Guy and South Park. I want to talk about this war before I can talk about each show. Now, Seth MacFarlane, the reason why I think South Park finds its comedy and political humor is because there are two minds working behind the show. South Park actually has two creators, while Family Guy only has one, being Seth MacFarlane. So that means if one wants a political joke, they're going to get a political joke, or the show cannot go on. If one wants, what one wants, then that has to happen. But with Seth MacFarlane, there are a bunch of writers, and he is open to the jokes. So yeah. Now, the creators of South Park did a parody of Family Guy in their show. So basically, in a certain episode of South Park, I forgot the name, they did a skit where Cartman was watching a show similar to Family Guy on television, and he turned it out saying, "We're not going to stoop to that level." And they didn't even say it was exactly Family Guy, but in one episode, there was a character that was actually making fun of Family Guy. So yeah, whenever a show makes fun of, whenever some show makes fun of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane will fire back. I mean, in one Simpsons episode, Simpsons made fun of Family Guy, so Seth MacFarlane made fun of The Simpsons, and just to make up with each other, they had a crossover called Simpsons Guy. And I think that was the greatest episode of Simpsons and Family Guy of all time. So yeah, there has been a war between Family Guy and South Park. Next, we're going to talk about drastic character recognition. Now, I do not know which show came first. I do not know if South Park premiered first. I do not know if Family Guy premiered first. But if you look at it, Stewie and Cartman, I guess that's Cartman, I don't know. They both look exactly the same. They both have a red. They both have red on. They both have yellow on. They both have the same color pattern of red, yellow, and white. You see, Cartman has yellow. He has yellow mittens, while Stewie has a yellow shirt on, and then Stewie has red overalls, while Cartman has a red shirt, and so it's the same color pattern. You see, but I'm guessing the South Park had to come first. So I don't know which show came first. So I cannot really tell you South Park's characters are ripped off of Family Guy characters. The Family Guy characters are rip-offs of South Park characters. I cannot tell you that, but I cannot tell you that. So yeah, let's go. Next, I want to talk about South Park making fun of Family Guy. Now, South Park actually did a parody of Family Guy. So, like I said, there was an episode of South Park where Cartman was watching a Family Guy parody on television, and he turned it off. He said something along the lines of, "We're not going to stoop to that level," or anything. So, yeah, that's why Seth MacFarlane came out bashing the show. And I watched a video with Seth MacFarlane and I think Comic-Con, and his fans telling him to say something bad about South Park. Now, when the creator of a show feels threatened by another show, that's one thing. But when the creator of that show says something about their show, they have to fire back. But then, if they don't say anything and your fans are telling you to bash them, then what? So, yeah, that's why I'm saying that I hope one day Family Guy can actually, technically, I hope that they can cross over. Because that's usually the best way to do it. Because when a show makes fun of another show, usually those shows should come together for a crossover and make up with each other. That's how that should work. Because you don't want to have drastic competition. Because if you have that drastic competition, then something is wrong there. Now, I do not know who threw the first punch. Seth MacFarlane is claiming it was them, the creator of South Park, and the creator of South Park saying that it was him, the creator of Family Guy. So I do not know. Next, we're going to talk about the war between the adult cartoons. Now, Family Guy and The Simpsons and South Park have all been feuding for a long time. The Simpsons first made fun of Family Guy years ago. And then Family Guy made fun and jabbed back. Cause you see, there was an episode where a promotion for an episode of Simpsons came on. Okay, Marge walked out, and then Quagmire attacks her. So, yeah, that was pretty cruel, but luckily they made up with a crossover called The Simpsons Guy, where the Griffins came to Springfield. So that was good. And then the war between South Park and Family Guy, it doesn't continue to slow down. It hasn't continued to slow down for a while. South Park made a joke about Family Guy. So yeah, they started it first. South Park made a joke about Family Guy. Family Guy made a joke about South Park. And who knows, hopefully in the future, we can have South Guy. That could be good. Where the South Park guys go to Quahog. Or, because it could be the other way around. South Park guys go to Family Guy. Okay, so yeah, that's the feud. And that... Do I think that this war can continue forever? No. Because when a show keeps on making fun of another show, then things can get out of control. The creators can start bashing each other in front of each other, and things could go out of control. And the fans of each show could start attacking the other creator. It could be too much, and the network, either Comedy Central or Fox, they will demand at one point, if this war continues to go on, that South Park and them make up, or else they're both gone. So, Yeah, I do not think that Family Guy should keep on bashing South Park, and I do not think that South Park should keep on bashing Family Guy. I do not think that any cartoon should be bashing another cartoon. Nope, what do I think of that one? Okay, now we're going to talk about adult cartoons and what will the next war be. Now, the next war... Now, I really hope that it... Now, Family Guy has made up with The Simpsons. Family Guy made up with The Simpsons a long time ago. So, after they make up with South Park, I predict that Rick and Morty will either be making fun of Family Guy or Family Guy will be making fun of Rick and Morty. Because the war of the adult cartoons has not stopped yet. We've gotten Simpsons war out of the way. We hopefully will get South Park war out of the way. And who knows, maybe another show or Family Guy will bash Rick and Morty one day. So with all of these pictures that we have been shown, I come to the conclusion. Okay, the winner is obviously Family Guy. Now, Family Guy has been around for a while. The episodes are not repetitive. Simpsons animation is not horrible like The Simpsons. The stories are not repeating themselves. They're not getting death threats. South Park was the one that started the war. I think that South Park, the people that run South Park, are a bunch of dicks. They are stupid. They are dumb. I think that Seth MacFarlane. Just do not fire back whenever they mess with you, because you just need to know in your heart that Family Guy is better than their show. Okay? So yeah, Family Guy is the winner of South Park. Family Guy is the winner of South Park versus Family Guy. Family Guy wins.